Welcome to this tutorial on KFunction and KProperty, where we'll explore member references in Kotlin Reflection. Member references are a powerful feature that allow you to work with functions and properties as first-class objects. Throughout this tutorial, you'll learn how to create references to functions and properties, understand the difference between bound and unbound references, and discover practical use cases for these features in your Kotlin applications. Member references are a way to refer to functions and properties without actually calling or accessing them immediately. Instead of executing a function or reading a property value, you create a reference that can be stored in a variable or passed to other functions. The main purpose of member references is to treat functions and properties as values, which enables you to pass them around in your code just like any other data. This is particularly useful when working with higher-order functions or when you need to dynamically invoke code based on runtime conditions. The syntax for creating function references in Kotlin uses the double colon operator. For top-level functions, you simply use 2 colons followed by the function name. For class member functions, you prefix the function name with the class name and 2 colons. And for instance member functions, you use a specific object instance followed by 2 colons and the function name. This double colon operator is the key to creating callable references in Kotlin, and it works consistently across different types of functions. Let's look at a practical example of KFunction in action. Here we have a simple function called greet that takes a string parameter and returns a greeting message. We create a function reference using the double colon operator, and the type of this reference is KFunction1, which indicates it's a function with 1 parameter that returns a string. To actually invoke the function through its reference, we use the call method and pass the required arguments. When we print the result, we see the expected output. Hello, Kotlin. This demonstrates how function references allow you to treat functions as objects that can be stored and invoked dynamically. Property references follow the same syntax pattern as function references. For top-level properties, you use 2 colons before the property name. For class properties, you prefix with the class name followed by 2 colons and the property name. And for instance properties, you use a specific object instance with 2 colons before the property name. Property references give you access to the metadata and accessors of properties, allowing you to read and modify property values programmatically through their references. Here's an example showing how KProperty works with mutable properties. We declare a variable called counter initialized to 0. Then we create a property reference using the double colon operator. The type K mutable property 0 indicates this is a mutable property with 0 receivers, meaning it's a top-level property. Using the property reference, we can call the get method to read the current value, which returns 0. We can also call the set method to change the value to 42. When we print the counter variable directly, it now shows 42, proving that the property reference successfully modified the underlying variable. Understanding the difference between bound and unbound references is crucial. An unbound reference is tied to a class rather than a specific instance, so when you call it, you must provide an instance as a parameter. For example, person double colon greet creates an unbound reference that requires a person instance when invoked. In contrast, a bound reference is tied to a specific object instance. When you create a reference using an instance followed by double colon and the function name, that reference is permanently bound to that particular object. Calling a bound reference doesn't require passing an instance because it already knows which object to operate on. This distinction affects how you structure your code and how references are invoked. Member references have several practical applications in Kotlin development. In higher-order functions, you can pass function references directly to collection operations like map, filter, and reduce, making your code more concise and readable. For event handlers, member references allow you to register callback functions without creating verbose lambda expressions, simplifying event-driven programming. Finally, when working with reflection APIs, Member references provide access to function and property metadata that can be inspected and manipulated at runtime. This enables powerful dynamic behavior such as dependency injection, serialization frameworks, and custom validation logic. Understanding these use cases will help you leverage member references effectively in your own applications.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.